Hi, this is the guy from Pittsburgh. How you doing? I'm gonna try it again. I don't know how people react to this. Will go over or sink like a rock, but I'm gonna try it. As I discuss more news of the weird. I discussed this first story earlier, but I couldn't find it on the screen. I've got it now. In Australia, Northern Australia, several new vertebrate species have been found in an isolated region in the Cape Melville mountain range on Cape York Peninsula. The region is believed to have been isolated for millions of years and home to strange and unusual creatures. A leaf-tailed gecko, a skink with gold coloring, and a new type of frog. The area is difficult to access and is strewn with large numbers of giant boulders the size of cars. Previous expeditions to the region have been limited and remains largely unexplored. All the animals from Cape Melville are incredible just for their ability to persist for millions of years in the same area and not go extinct. It's mind-blowing. While I hope they keep that area pristine, but maybe Jasmunda from Belgab, hi Belgammers, can elaborate on this because I never heard of Cape Melville and I'm curious what's in there. Okay, that's story number one. Let's see. Now, here's something that, excuse me, I wonder if MV and the other guy from the spec sheet are willing to do this. Motorola has filed a patent on an unusual new mobile phone mouthpiece. In a bid to take it to the next level, Motorola has found a patent with the U.S. Patent Office for a new type of microphone that is tattooed on a person's throat. Equipped with a power supply and antenna, the tiny microphone would allow the wearer to talk on their phone via a Bluetooth connection. The patent has raised concerns over the idea of having an audio input device permanently affixed to one's person, at least not due to potential health risks, but due to the potential for someone to hack into the device and listen on everything a person is saying. According to the patent, the device goes a step further and doubles as a lie detector. Now, I was thinking that maybe they could also use it to monitor your body signs, your heart and stuff, blood pressure, stuff like that. The Skin Tattoo 200 can further include a galvanic skin response detector to detect skin resistance of a user. It is contemplated the user may be nervous or engaged in speaking falsehoods that may exhibit different galvanic skin response than a more confident, truth-telling individual. Well, once I had a lie detector test for a job, and I asked the examiner afterwards, just for fun, to run with where I lied to every question. And he did. And if you remain perfectly calm, you can beat the lie detector test. You just have to will yourself consciously to believe that everything you're saying is the truth, even if it's a bald-faced lie. Well, he ran the test, and everything I said was a lie, and none of it showed up as being false. So much for the lie detector. Okay. There's two churches. What's wrong with my throat? Sorry about that. One looks like a giant penis from the air. A church in Dixon, Illinois, was the spitting image of a giant penis. And the penis church, it's the Dixon Christian Science Church, constructed in 1944, and oh, wait a minute, I'm getting it wrong here, just a moment. The church's slogan is "Rising Up," and the church official said, Scott Shepard told SockValley.com, "We didn't design it to be seen from above." And in Florida, there's a chicken church, and it's attracting people to us for all the wrong reasons, said an anonymous employer. They're making fun of it. And this church is in Dara Beach, Florida. Looks like a chicken church. It looks like a chicken. It's got big eyes, and it looks like it's got a beak, and it looks like a chicken. Really strange. Well, our government under Janet Reno said we had to watch out for white supremacists, that they were more dangerous than Al-Qaeda, which was patently ridiculous, except for the guys who bombed the Oklahoma City building. But now it's hitting home, almost. It's hitting in Art Bell's neighborhood. Apparently, in the small town of Rachel, Nevada, everybody shows up to the Little Alien Inn, and they look at the black mailbox, which is now painted white. But a mysterious stranger has purchased both the RV park and the town's only gas station and closed them immediately. And Pat Travis, the owner of the Little Alien, said it was the only gas station in town. Now we keep a little gas for emergency purposes for people who don't pay attention to the sign that the next store is 150 miles away. Now, after hundreds of residents packed up and left, the local minister decided to do some digging into who's been buying up all the property and found the name JHM Church attached to the deeds. The name might sound innocent, but according to watchdog groups, JSM Church is categorized as a white supremacist outfit in the same category with the KKK and racist skinheads. The church has identified the exorcists as Christian identity and neo-Nazi. And those two niches are the most dangerous, I'm told. One told Channel 8. When FBI investigators started showing up in town and questioning locals about their ties to neo-Nazi groups, residents began to worry about their happy little community of weirdos who are going to wind up like the famous black mailbox did, whitewashed. Here's hoping the little town of Rachel, Nevada can stick it out for weirdos everywhere. Well, I don't consider them weird. I never have. We may be considered weird by the mundanes, but we're not. But you would think of a guy at the only gas station, he'd want to keep it open. So I don't know what the deal is with that, why they wouldn't want to make money if you're the only gas station for 150 miles. I think you would stay open. And Robert Bigelow is in the news. We haven't heard from him on Coast to Coast in a while, but Bigelow Aerospace is calling for the rights to conduct mining on the moon. Lots of stories about the moon lately. The Chinese want to go to the moon and erect satellites. There's talk about NASA wants to take an asteroid and orbit it off the Earth. So Robert Bigelow has called on the federal government to provide lunar mining rights to companies that want to help develop new technologies for NASA. The time has come to get serious about lunar property rights, he said. Ultimately, permanent lunar bases will have to be anchored to permanent commercial facilities. Without property rights, there will be no justification for investment and the risk to life. The concept of mining in space is gaining momentum in recent years. Several companies announced future plans to tap into asteroids as a source for valuable minerals. NASA plans to bring an asteroid to near-Earth orbit within the next decade. It may not be too long before the idea of mining in space becomes a reality. Of course, my question is, if you have that moon base, you're getting those metals there, are you going to ship those to Earth? Because it would be cheaper to ship stuff to the Earth than from, and where is it going to land? I'm sure there's rare earths and all kinds of stuff out in the asteroids, so that'll be an interesting story and see what happens. Okay. There's a new gene discovered. Superhuman healing may be possible one day. Discovery of the Fountain of Youth gene. And Scientists believe they come one step closer making this reality thanks to the discovery of a special gene. When activated, this gene has the ability to facilitate rapid healing and even limb regeneration in mice. Researchers believe the gene can make it possible to do the same in humans. An accidental discovery, the gene that appears to regulate self-renewal of stem cells, can be activated through genetic manipulation or through a combination of drugs. It looks like science fiction, but Lin-28A can be part of a healing cocktail that gives adults the superior tissue repair seen in juvenile animals, said George Daly of Boston Children's Hospital, who's made the discovery while conducting cancer research. Well, maybe one day they can fix my bad knee. Sure would be nice. Excuse me. Heard about the eagle. And let me see if I can find this other story. I had it up earlier. Just a minute. Oh, there it is. Oh, I love this guy. Stephen Fitch said he had no idea how methamphetamines got into his ice cream. Stephen Fitch was pulled over in Spokane Valley, Washington on November 29th. Deputies noticed he had a white, creamy-looking substance on his hands. There was a quart of Dreyer's vanilla caramel ice cream in the center console of his 60-year-old's vehicle. Inside that, the baggie that later tested positive for methamphetamine. According to police, Finch tried to convince the deputy multiple times he had no idea how the meth got into his ice cream. Fitch was arrested, charged with possession of a controlled substance and driving with a suspended license. KXLI interviewed Fitch in Spokane County Jail, learned he has 24 prior convictions, 5 of those for drugs. He told the station he uses meth because he has low energy. And is concerned his rights were violated in a traffic stop. He found some meth and some ice cream, but he didn't have no search warrant or nothing. I didn't give him permission to search the vehicle. According to the station, it definitely had probable cause to search the car because Fitch reached into the center console when he was asked not to. Well, the Huffington Post, where I got this story, said it's a cool story, but this isn't the weirdest place drugs have been found, although it's the most appetizing by far. In July, an Oklahoma woman was convicted of smuggling drugs in her butt and hiding a gun in her vagina. She got a 25-year prison sentence. Boy, they're tough in Oklahoma. There's no carry state there, I guess, or at least not carried up there. It would seem a very dangerous place to carry a loaded firearm, said Pontiac County District Attorney Chris Ross. If it goes off, it's only going one place. Oh, good Lord. And I guess that's it for now. I'll try to find some more weird stories next time. But you can't make this stuff up, and you sure don't hear it on Nori. And I'll catch you next time. This is the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.